Hello friends from Braves Chop Talk. Here we are back again in our YouTube channel. Thank you very much for being part of our family and for keep supporting the Atlanta Braves. Of course, it has not been an easy season for the Braves. I mean, they started struggling. They had a good patch in some part of the season, but right now they are having a lot of issues with they're hitting only Ronald Acuna Jr. and Matt Olson and are really hitting the ball very well. The rest of the team, including Marcelo Zuna, Ozzy Alvis, and even Austin Riley, are struggling a little bit in the last couple of weeks. Michael Harris, you could also add into that group. Sean Murphy had a great series against the Phillies. That was not enough to win the series, and the Braves now are 7 games under 500 once again, and they are 8 games behind in the MLB National League wildcard race. All right, that's the situation right now. What we're going to be talking about is not about that. We're going to be focusing on Jurickson Profar. Jurickson Profar will be forgiven. Jurickson Profar will play baseball at the Major League Baseball level once again. He's just about to come back. He will be back for the series against the Angels starting on Wednesday. That series starts on Tuesday. And this brings me this topic that I think is one of the things that MLB has to really tackle and see what we do different to try to send a strong message and what that message could be. So there are 2 things here that I want to discuss with you. The first one is Jurickson Profar really forgiven for what he did if the Braves make the playoffs and he's not able to play? I know that's part of the punishment, and that's something to be discussed. And I kind of agree, but I also don't. And now that I'm covering a team that's really suffering from it, I can see what can happen if the Braves make a great run to finish the season and then get into the playoffs, not having Jurickson Profar. Of course, you're punishing the player and also punishing the team, which I don't know if it's what's behind this ruling, if that's the reasoning behind all of this, and that's why whoever created this was focused so much on, okay, they're not going to be able to play in the playoffs in case their team makes it. That's the same case for Jose Alvarado, by the way. For the Phillies, he has a similar case, and the Phillies will be in the playoffs. Believe me, they just won that series here with a great performance by Rangel Suarez and a great pitching performance on Friday as well, along with a great offensive performance in that first game of the series. That was one of my things that I really wanted to mention here, and also want your feedback on what do you think about this situation with Jurickson Profar and those players that cannot play in the playoffs even though their team makes it after they have been suspended. The other thing is, and Brian Snitker talked about this, he said, of course we're going to need a bat like that. I mean, Alex Verdugo hasn't been productive as they wanted. They brought so many players that really, I mean, they're not as productive. Fairchild, Eli White, Verdugo. They brought Jose Azocar, and they have guys in the minors that have not been called up. Jared Kelenic was forgotten. He's in AAA. He was never called up. Again, they got rid of Brian De La Cruz. It's been a lot of movement in the outfield for the Atlanta Braves, and now Jurickson Profar is coming back, and he should be the everyday starting left fielder. That should change the situation for the Atlanta Braves. Hopefully he can be as productive as he was with the San Diego Padres last year, which earned him a 3-year contract with the Atlanta Braves. Now, my question is, and here I'm going to bring my ball here so you guys bear with me. The Atlanta Braves really need a hitter, right? So they're glad Jurickson Profar is coming back, even though they might be mad because of what he did. And of course, the teams are never, they don't know. They have no knowledge of players using this type of substances or whatever. But the message here is kind of weird because, and reading Mark Bauman's article in MLB, the message is kind of, it goes both ways, and it goes, I don't know, it kind of is not clear. Austin Riley says, I don't know if he's going to be apologizing to the team. I haven't spoke to him. Spencer Strider said something similar. I haven't seen him since spring training. I don't know if there's a lot of communication with the Braves and their players, right? Like, I feel like this situation should have been addressed. Jurickson and Profar should have already apologized for this a long time ago, if that didn't happen already. Because it's weird that two of the key players say they haven't spoke to him, they haven't talked to him, and especially he's playing right here in Gwinnett, which is 30 minutes away, 35, 40 minutes away from Truist Park. He's in the area. He's been here for a couple of weeks. The guys have not gotten together, gathered, shared as a group outside of the field. I don't know. But that's kind of odd to me, those words coming from the players. From the manager, he's saying, of course I need more help. The managers, they want to win games. That's what they do. So it's interesting because MLB is trying to send a message of don't use these type of substances. But at the same time, managers and teams are glad that these players are just coming back from it. And I don't know how much of a message it's being sent if once they come back, the message is not, okay, he's back, but what he did is wrong and I haven't seen it. Maybe they will once he's actually back on Wednesday. So we'll see what happens. The Braves do need a lot of offensive production. Ronald Acuña Jr. has been great since he came back. Matt Olson is picking it up. Sean Murphy in the last couple of weeks, in the last couple of days, especially against the Phillies. But they need more. They have lost so many games in which Spencer Strider, Chris Sale, even Grant Holmes have had great performances, and they have just not hit enough to win those games, and now they're suffering from it. The Angels are coming to town. The Orioles are coming to town, two teams under 500 as of today that I'm recording this, so hopefully they can take advantage of those two teams and those two series. The Braves are far away, very far away from the National League East Division leaders, so I think we can just go on and forget about that. But on the other hand, they will have a shot at the wild card. We know how this goes. We saw what happened last year with the Tigers and how they got hot in the right moment and they almost made it to the American League Championship Series against the Yankees. They were close to win that series against Cleveland, and we'll see if the Braves can do something similar. So, I don't know. Those ideas were flowing through my mind, so I wanted to share with you guys, give you guys the time to be back here with me. We're going to be doing more and more of these long episodes, so please come and check them out. Share the content as you guys have been watching and sharing all the shorts. Please do the same with these long version videos. This is where the main content is going to come. We're going to be adding more and more images, more and more production, more and more from you guys, and more live also from Truist Park. So bear with me as we build this channel up, as we build this community up. Chop Talk, we're going to be having a lot of fun covering the Braves, covering MLB in general. The All-Star Games coming up as well here in Atlanta, in our city, in our stadium at Truist Park. So that's going to be exciting, and I hope you guys enjoy what we're going to be doing here. So thank you very much for being here, for being a subscriber. If you already are, if you are not subscribed, please do so. Subscribe, turn the notifications on, leave your comment, share it with your Atlanta Braves fans, and hopefully we can have more fun talking about baseball here in Chop Talk. So we'll be back. Thank you very much, and see you soon around Truist Park.